Speaker is Kristen Scott. In 2006, when Christian Baker Scott graduated from Purdue University in agricultural education, gasoline was $2.90. The average price of a home, and I think I understand why Leon's in real estate now, $240,000. Average income, $58,000. Postage stamps cost 39 cents, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed the year at 12,463. Our 2006 graduate, and one who is going to speak and help us look into the future, Kristen Baker Scott. Kristen? Thank you.
Good evening. I'm honored, excited, yet just a little nervous to be here because my normal audience tends to be just a few years younger. I want to begin by sharing a little bit about my journey on what brought me here to Purdue University and also my outlook on the future of agriculture education. The one thing that many of us in this room have in common is that we're Boilermakers, but each of us ended up here for a different reason. One of my favorite things to do when I was a little girl was to play school. When asked what I wanted to do when I grew up, I always envisioned myself in an elementary classroom. So, like most children, my goals changed as I grew up. As I got to high school, my home away from home quickly became the ag room. I was fortunate enough to come from an active FFA chapter that always had things going on. At the beginning of my senior year, we were introduced to our student teacher that fall semester, Ms. Stacy Dix. We were all a little apprehensive about having a different face in the front of our agriculture classrooms, but we're quickly able to see that Ms. Dix had a passion for agriculture, enthusiasm for teaching, and genuine interest in helping all of her students succeed. It was through this experience that the light bulb finally came on. Agriculture teachers can be women too. With that being said, on Monday, I will begin my 7th year of teaching at Lubman High School and begin my first day as department head of the high school, where I'm fortunate enough to work side by side with my former student teacher, Mrs. Stacy Hartley, along with Josh Nelson and Mackenzie Crooks, who are both recent graduates, though one came from Penn State. I won't hold it against her. As we celebrate this milestone in the history of Purdue agriculture education, it's exciting to celebrate the hard work and achievements of many individuals in and out of the classroom, but also to think about the bright future we have ahead of us. As Dr. Peters always says, it's not just about cows, plows, and sows anymore. Over the years, the clientele of the students that we have in our agriculture courses has changed. It's not often that a student walks into my classroom eager to learn so that they can take that knowledge back to the farm, but rather they are wanting to pursue a degree in agricultural sales, agronomy, or food science. But more often than not, many of our students are pursuing degrees outside of agriculture, yet are gaining valuable life skills in our classrooms. High school agricultural students today are now given the opportunity to earn college credit through advanced life science courses and other dual credit opportunities at post-secondary institutions like Purdue, Ivy Tech, and Vincennes. They are even given the chance to conduct research side by side with businesses in our communities, such as our ALS Plant and Soils class has with AgriLion. When I began teaching 7 years ago, my colleagues quickly helped me to see that being an ag teacher was more than just serving as an FFA advisor. There were state standards to adhere to, end-of-course assessments to create, and lots of meetings to attend. In my short time in education, I've seen the requirements for beginner teachers going from a 140-page portfolio at the conclusion of your 2nd year of teaching to the talks of RISE evaluations and merit-based pay. Last August, our school building was turned upside down with the start of a 4-phase renovation. The goal of this large project was not only to improve the structure of our building or to add space to our classrooms, but also to create an environment that would impact and engage our learners. This past week, my school week started with professional development where our staff was able to gain hands-on experience through the technology that is now at our fingertips. We had training with smartboards, which are interactive whiteboards, and through our Mac computers. Now, when you walk into our brand new classrooms, you will find a top-of-the-line smartboard in every room, along with a smart response system. The interactive whiteboard allows 4 students to collaborate and interact with a lesson at a time. By allowing more students to interact at one time, it opens the door for more collaboration and less time waiting on others. By having a smart document camera, our teachers will be able to conveniently display objects at any time just by physically holding an object under the camera that will be projected onto the screen. Through our smart response systems, I will be able to analyze my students' learning through formative and summative assessments just by the click of a button. As we mark the 100th year anniversary of Purdue agriculture education, we've reflected on all the changes that have taken place over the time, from the implementation of technology in the classroom to the increase of female agriculture teachers. Even through all of these changes, 3 things have remained the same throughout the 100 years. Our passion for agriculture, enthusiasm for teaching, and a genuine interest in helping make sure all of our students succeed. Thank you.